everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Twisty Manazako was someone who was terminated from nijisanji. We all know the whole thing because she basically leaked the fact that Aster was in S-Pest and leaked all that kind of stuff, and of course other things that she said got her removed. Well, she became Manaruru Nekoko. Well, at least recently she became Manaruru Nekoko as of, I believe, January, as she says here, of the year. This is her new form beyond Deliria. That was her old form. That was, I think she's keeping that one for ASMRs, and Manaruru Nekoko is going to be for just gaming. The reason why I'm talking about her today is because they're creating a group with her friend, or someone she knows at the very least, called Himachi Ikigai. Himachi is gonna be a part of Ikigai. That is the group they're creating. It is a small VTuber unit of both of them coming together. This is a way for them to pool their resources, a way for them to create something that maybe can be more easily managed or more easily get sponsorships, you know, that kind of thing. Usually sponsors, managers, etc. want to work with units instead of working with individuals, especially when you're small. They tend to want to do that a little bit more. Also, it helps with collaborations and other things like that. Makes you look a little bit more official, other than just being your independent VTuber self. They're still independent, but this gives them a more official coat of paint. Now, of course, people have their thoughts of Twisty and Manaruru and what's going to be going on. All I wish is for them to have fun and to be, you know, moving forward and hopefully have lots of success. Kuri Komaru is a Japanese-speaking female VTuber with Aogiri High School. They are VTuber mainly focused on ASMR and planned streaming, love bishoujo games, etc. And we are talking about them today because Hanisuka Anime has announced one of their cast. From Komaru Kurikoma, who plays the role of Mr. Ito, we received a comment. Basically, this is their comment here of thanking them of the whole situation. VTuber from Aogiri High School, Kurikoma Komaru, has been confirmed to appear as a guest voice actor. She will appear as Ito-san Akane's Jr. Look forward to it, and this is the one that they will be having there. Now, I do want to show you the translated version of that one back here, this one right here, and I will do my best to show it to you right now. Here we are with the translated version here. It says, I'm Kurikoma Komaru. I played a role of Ito. Love Yuri Works and have been a fan of the original since the first volume, so when I heard about the role, I was so happy I thought I might faint. Ito-san plays a cute junior character who's a girl in love and admires Akane, and she has some similarities to my personality. I was a bit nervous playing her, but it was a lot of fun. Please enjoy the sexy, cute, and funny Hanisuka. So there you go. That basically, you know, like I said, what I said before of it being a thank you, and kind of, in this case, a little bit more than a thank you. It's more of a, you know, peering into their mind about, you know, what they thought of the role, what they thought was going on, all that kind of stuff. So that is really good. That's really good to see. I'm really glad that they were able to share their thoughts and actually be a part of an anime, which is an amazing feat for anybody. SunnySplosion, otherwise known as Sunny, is an English-speaking female VTuber who is with Glitch Stars now. She was independent for a bit, and then she became part of Glitch Stars with Mogu as well, Mogu Ghost, Emori, and Nova Alchemy. We are talking about them today because she did let us know what her most recent job is. A lot of people are like, why the heck are you talking about this? I find it interesting, so I'm going to talk about it, gosh darn it. VTuber versus actual job. She is a database administrator. Store data, make sure it doesn't disappear, and retrieve it when needed. Behind search bars, filters on new websites, there's a lot going on that isn't pretty. And yes, there's a lot of this stuff going on. I have worked with database administrators. They love what they do, but holy crap, they have to deal with a lot of data. Not, well, depending on the database, yes, it is personal data. Like if you are a medical database admin or anything like that, then yes, you do have to deal with that. I believe that is the thing. But if you are in any field that requires, you know, identity protections, then of course you also have training for that as you go through these things. Some people were freaking out like, oh my God, she knows me. She knows where I am. She knows what I do. She's too cool. Saya says she's too cool. DBA, backend dev. DBA is blaming the devs for an issue. Devs blaming DBAs for the exact same issue. The handshake. Sunny has my personal data confirmed. I'm gathering tons of your personal data in your walls, of course. And then, of course, DBA engines. Have you worked with? Oracle and Sequel. Oracle and Sequel. I've looked at Sequel. I have not wanted to deal with it myself, but it's great to see that she's actually able to be open about this, about the type of job that she has, and you know, it is something that she deserves to be proud of as well. It's just a little bit of a tidbit of someone that you may know that I wanted to show you guys. Yomi Quinnley is a mad glad tiefling scientist VTuber of Sock's VTuber agency. She has been making waves a lot. She's been growing quite a bit, honestly, recently. And the reason why I wanted to mention it is because I do like showing off or showing when people have new designs, new looks, things like that whenever I can. I do like showing these news because I do feel that it is news that is interesting, at least for me and hopefully for you guys. Today we're talking about her because Chibi VTuber Model Showcase was done. Cowgirl Nerd outfit comes to life in Chibi form. Brought to you by the amazing 88 Studio ID. Proud to be their first ever Chibi model. That's right, they don't just make emotes, but also VTuber assets, models, and more. Let's take a good look. This is, and it did an animated whole showcase. Cute. Different toggles, of course, as well. Different looks that you can see there. The models, the rigging, the eyes look very cute, of course. It is very well done. It is expressive. It is very mobile, which is very good, and it has the cross eyes, the weird eyes too. So that's always very cute. I am glad that they were able to get that done in a short-ish amount of time. These usually take months to do. So either way, glad that SVA, Sock's VTuber agency, is supporting their talents by getting them things like this. First stage production English has had Ravanis, Avallum, other generations like that. Those are the main two generations. They are a male-focused EN organization, and they have done a lot of good moves for males in the VTuber space. The reason why I say that is because, of course, as many know, many people already know, and if you are in the VTuber sphere, you would know this as well. It is very hard to be a male in there unless you're doing actual parasocial type stuff like boyfriend experience. It's hard to make a space out there among the many VTubers that are out there. It's considerably harder to do that as a male than it is as a woman, or even as a Babiniku. If you have a female avatar, you don't necessarily even have to be a woman. If you have a female avatar, female presenting avatar, it is a bit easier for you to get noticed in the thing, because just the basic female presenting avatars are kind of nicer, very nice on the eyes usually, so they draw you in a bit more. But the reason why I'm talking about them is not just to complain about the whole thing with VTubers, with the male VTubers, but it is to say that they've done amazing strides, and they're doing something more. On the 25th, they have announced that they're going to be having a new generation. You can see their looks right here. It's going to be at least five in this case. You can see the 5 right there. That is their new generation that they have teased for October 25th. This is great, again, for VTubing in general, and also for male VTubing, for VTubing as a male VTuber, as I am myself. That is great to see that there is an agency that is focusing just on males, because of course you have Hololive, Holostars for them, and you have the nijisanji that has males in there as well. And they do really well, but that's because they're larger agencies. In the smaller, more like indies test small sphere, it is very hard to make waves like that. So I do appreciate them being that way, and I do hope that their new generation has as much success as their 2 previous generations. Yui is an English-speaking VTuber, and right now I'm just speaking about her really in a really short way. She's an indie VTuber here, at least Yui is an indie VTuber. We're talking here about something that they put out recently. It says, making lifestyle changes has been rough, but financially it's slowly getting better. I didn't earn as much this month, and I had to pay important expenses and taxes. But for some reason, I was unexpectedly surprised to see that I still had some left over to be able to pay off more. Continuing on, still been a long journey for me to overcome all this financial stress, but I feel like this whole experience has really made me grow and appreciate things more. I was never a food enthusiast, but lately food has made me happier than anything else right now. Food is very much a comfort thing. It does help psychologically for things to, kind of be moving better and all that kind of stuff. from what I understand, the reason why this was even made, they had tax issues where they didn't know exactly how much taxes they needed to be paid, didn't know how far they needed to go with the tax payments, etc. So it became hard for them to fully be able to pay their taxes. And of course, as we know, with other VTubers who've had that issue, that can follow you for a very, very long time. So I'm glad she's feeling better. I'm glad that things worked out where she has extra money to spend on things that she wants instead of just spending it all on expenses. So I wish them the best moving forward as well. And that is all I have for Yui at this point. In a bit of smaller news for you guys, we have RyokoPanic, who is a small independent VTuber. They have been streaming for a bit now. They've been joined in April, so it started this year. They had an issue on one of their streams with someone coming in and being, you know, a little bit too aggressive with them. So let's see what happened here.
Why are you falsely claiming to be a vet on Twitter? I am a vet. Thanks for coming to the stream. I'm guessing you're like Russian or Poland or something weird, Turkish, or I don't know. You got some political reason to come in here and just like make a guess, like blind in the dark, to kind of stir the pot or something. What? Who are you getting paid for?
So yeah, they basically, this whole thing, in case you don't understand exactly what's going on, there's something called stolen valor that happens, unfortunately, with vets. People are pretending to be vets in order to get certain benefits, not from the VA, because the Veterans Association, they know whether you are a vet or not. They know your military ID and all that kind of stuff. If you are, I'm not sure if they are US based, but like US and other countries have the same issue. I'm pretty sure most Western nations have that same issue, because you do get benefits when you are a part of a vet. In most places, you do get some kind of benefits because, you know, they're helping you out because you ended up, you know, sacrificing a lot of your life for them. In this case, Ryoko is a vet, a military veteran, and they are going around, this person is going around thinking, you know, trying to accuse them of stolen valor, accuse them of not being a vet. And of course, they also come out here and they go over a lot of different things, you know, the things that they have said, the arguments that they keep going on, and, you know, keep going, being aggressive. This individual, Remnant 777, even made a video on them and things like that. So it has gone a little way too far to just be a normal thing. Of course, whoever this person is, Remnant, do not go and harass them, because then you are no better than them. They are harassing this person. I'm just letting it be known that, you know, to avoid the person more than anything, avoid them. Don't go and harass them. Don't go and send anything to them. Avoid them, block them, whatever you want to do. Just make sure if you see them, just, you know, be aware that this is the type of person that they have. They're kind of a little bit more right wing, which I don't really care. You can be right wing, left wing, whatever. As long as you are a decent person, I don't care anything about the political spectrum. You know me, I try to be as apolitical as possible, especially in my commentary here. That's why I'm going more on what the person said instead of what their beliefs are. They can be right wing, left wing. I don't give a damn. As long as you're a decent human being, then you do you. You have your family. You have your life. Live it. But don't go and attack someone else. That's my main thing here. And I do hope that Ryoko seems to be doing pretty well. Just in case you want to, you're wondering, they just wanted me to let you know of this whole situation, because they did contact me about this. So they wanted me to let you know about this whole situation. And of course, just to avoid this Remnant 777 person. Hololive had recently announced as of the 14th that on the 15th they were going to be having a new announcer for Hololive AN. Now, as you may or may not know, Hololive AN is a separate branch, a separate group within of talents. It used to be retired Nodoka, used to be one of the talents, so she is technically a VTuber in there. Yes, they are staff / VTubers, so it is kind of, I still consider them a talent. They are still in the talent page, so I still consider them a talent. If Hololive considers them that, I will too. This is Izuki Michiru. Hi everyone, I'm Izuki Michiru. This is the new announcer for Hololive AN. It's going to be doing the jobs that Nodoka did. Pretty much the same type of stuff that Nodoka did and Achan did, well, at least in the VTuber sense. It says, my dream is to share moments of fun with you all and add a little color to your daily lives. My goal is to deliver energetic and fun streams so that more and more people can discover the charm of Hololive. I'll always try to keep my streams calm and composed, but on a rare occasion, I can't help but slip on the otaku style fast talking. And of course, the final thing, I like alcohol. I like alcohol. Interesting. So yeah, she even has a Namu wiki article here. And activity begins at 12 p.m. October 15th. That was 12 p.m. Japan Standard Time, so it was technically the 14th over here in the west coast of the US. And we have a little bit of what she has here. Not going to show all of it, but here's a little bit. She took over the show that Nodoka was doing. Let's take a look.
こんにちは。10月15日水曜日。お昼のニュース、昼頃の
For now, she just has a PNG, but she is eventually going to, more than likely, get her VTuber avatar.
時間でございます。わーはじめまして。お声聞こえておりますでしょうかさて、
Her giggles
皆様、はじめまして。本日からホロアナのアナウンサーを務めさせていただきます。伊月みちると申します。ということで、まずは簡単に自己紹介をさせママが
So this is her.
とママ
That's her
が
mama?
春崎のどかさんと同じ
Oh, she has the same mama as Nodoka. I love that. I love that. That's why they appeared very
オル
similar.
ダンさんになります。いつか動けるようになれるかなそしてドン。はい、私好きな食べ物がお酒と辛い食べ物でございます。結構強い方かなと自負しております。
Her, Lami, and like the Laplace and others, they should have a drinking stream.
辛い食べ物はね、もうめちゃくちゃ辛いものからライトな辛いものまで結構幅広く好きなので、そして
So that's a little bit of what she has. You can hear her giggles. She's already extremely popular. As you can tell from Holo Simpers getting over 100,000 views in just 13 hours as of the recording of this. So that is, like, it is huge. They have hit it out of the park with this announcer because people were wondering what's going to be happening with the whole announcer thing. Are they going to continue it? Is there going to be a replacement for Nodoka? Technically, there was a replacement for Nodoka, and this is her. I mean, not necessarily a replacement, just basically this is a person that's going to be taking over for what Nodoka did. Because it can never really be a replacement for Nodoka or Achan. They were their own individuals, but this is the one that they're using for that, of course. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Today, we're talking about Ichinose Kuri. The reason why I'm doing this is to promote VTubers instead of, promoting myself or anything like that, to promote others out there. Today, we're talking about her in her Twitch channel first. It says Eepy Comfy Chestnut Girl, and that's, her look right there. We're also going to be, of course, taking a little bit of a look here of her interesting noises. Let's go. Oh God, that's what she's doing now. That's an interesting intro. Of course, gotta love it. Gotta love when they can be wacky and goofy like that. So let's take a look at their YouTube channel where they have videos, shorts. Shorts are more what they have right now. And their live streams that they do as well as playlists and other posts and things like that. Thank you so much, Kuri Ichinose, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always. And of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.